supposed to come today sincerely, but I got so annoyed. I needed to come and express myself. Hello, Miss D. Hello, Shirley, Peppa. Hello, Christy. Hello, Kia. Hello, Victoria. Hello, Flutter. Flutter, you are awake? Dear Lord. Hello, Joanne. Hello, Yisa. Hello, hello, Mom Star. Hello, Farida. Hello, Chili Peppa. Hello, Cookie. Hello, Fly. Hello, Not Joking. Hello, Michelle. Hello, Dory. Hello, District Kid. Hello, Janet. Hello, Chicago Girl. Hi, everyone. Hi, everyone. So happy to see everyone. So before we talk about everything that happened, le Kiki. Bon. Before we talk about everything that happened, what is going on? Hello, Bush. What is going on with Danny's numbers? Hello, Polly. Yo, what's happening? What's happening to her numbers? What the fuck is going on? It's like Lady Anisha took half her audience. I was like, hello, Danielle. When I was watching the number, I was like, what the fuck is going on? Oh, am I the only one who saw this? Like, she couldn't even crack the 100s. Like, is she being shadow banned? Like, what is happening? What is happening? I'm like, what? Like Danny Robertson, her numbers are shit. Her numbers are shit right now. Yo, she can barely crack the 100. I'm like, she's either shadow banned because that's weird. That's not the number she normally has. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Yo, it's weird. It's weird. But what I will say, I have not yet looked into, I need to look into Social Blade to look how many subscribers she gained. Yeah, I'm like, is she shadow banned? Because if you are shadow banned, your video will not be, notified to your subscriber. So maybe she's shadow banned. But I will say that did make me like, I'm like, it's more probable that she is shadow banned because those numbers make no sense. So yeah, I need to go on Social Blade to look at her statistic on how many subscriber. Exactly, definitely shadow ban. I'm like, why does Lady Atisha have similar numbers than her? That makes no goddamn sense. Like, that was weird. So yeah, pretty sure that she must be shadow banned. That makes way more sense than her subscriber finding Lady Latisha more interesting. For the love of God. Oh, Jésus, Marie, Joseph. I don't watch her. Well, I watch her sometimes, but because they have been live at the same time a lot this week, I was just having fun watching the both numbers. And I was just like, makes no sense. What are those numbers? Those numbers are shit. What the fuck? But one thing that I will say, like, I need to. Oh my god, yeah. Lady Atisha had I don't know. I didn't see her latest live, and now she keeps on removing her video. So I don't know what the video was about. So all I know is that Vampire Goddess handle was tagged and the title. That's all I saw. Did I burn my finger? No, 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 no. I sometimes have like cuts on my fingers, and so I put this. So yeah, that was. I was like, this is weird. Like I bet she's shadow banned. That's probably what's going on. Because why in the name of hell does she have lower number than Lady like well equivalent number than Lady Latisha? That makes no sense. Why did her mom tell her to delete that live? What did she say that was so fucked up? Like I said, I didn't hear that last live. I was doing other thing, but yeah, she took the live down. I was like, okay, I'm gonna go check it out like later on. But yeah, I live in shadow ban. So because the live was a mess, she was making transphobic. Ooh, wow. Okay. Wow. Wow. Oh wow. Oh wow. 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 What did she do to Snowdrop? What do you mean? What did she do something to Snowdrop? Snowdrop is one of her mod. Well, Leia is not a really good person. Let's be freaking clear. So talking about it, before that, let me just tell you, I sent it to Victoria, but I need to obscure her image to be able to show you. But Danny's number make no sense. Snowdrops an up. LOMG. Why? Snowdrop never talked about Lady Atisha. I don't get it either. I just don't judge. I'm like, yo, do what you want, go in every chat that you want. But yeah, no, she has never talked badly about Lady Atisha. That is not true. No, never. I think it's because she comes in my chat. So I guess it's about the loyalty aspect and everything. Hello, Aspen. Hello, Tanika. Yeah, no, she has never said anything. So yeah, I don't know what's going on right now about that. But yeah, no, I have a screenshot because I was laughing because I was watching how low her number were. But then I saw she had seven, like I'm talking about Danny. She had 77 people watching, but had like 159 likes. How is that possible that you have more likes that you have people watching? That made me go, okay, maybe I need to look into her stats because the stat make no fucking sense. Like I've never seen that. You have more like how how? But yeah, no, Snowdrop is not a up. Yeah, it's like there were 77 people watching and then 159 likes. I was like, how does that happen? Personally, I've never seen that. So I was like, do people just come, like, and then leave? Maggie don't get it. Maggie accepts it, but Maggie does not get it. Okay, let's be clear. Maggie does not get it. So yeah, I think she was saying probably a lot of bad thing, but Lady Atisha is a profoundly mean individual. Talking about that, I am calling out all the weirdos and the Mexican. Like, oh my god, I saw Julia was live this morning, and I wasn't watching her live. I just shared it, but people came and told me that she was like, I don't know this weird girl talking about me, and I was like, hello, Christine. And my only hello, Luna's Blade. And my only reaction was, what are you talking about? That doesn't even make sense. Our conversation ended like on a whatever note. It was so weird. So I don't know what happened between her and Lady Atisha. Hello, Star. But all I can say is I am not speaking out against Lady Atisha to other people because of my dislike towards her. It's really because I believe Lady Atisha is profoundly dangerous. The rhetoric that she pushed out is, for me, extremely, extremely problematic. And we're going to talk about her theory or whatever like a little later. Say they have agreed to do a live after all this calm down. It's not gonna calm down. And that's what I said to Julia. And then she blocked me and I was like, perfect. Like, listen, why wait? This situation is not gonna change. Like Lady Atisha will continue to get in conflict with other people and say fucked up shit. Hello, Melissa number 37. Like she will always get in conflict with people because people are going to criticize you. And her and Danny, they may have that in common, that is they're not able to accept when someone is talking badly about them. But my problem is if you are denouncing Meghan Markle, because I don't know who knows my story about with Meghan Markle and the whole Megxit community. But I come from a background where we were pro Meghan. In fact, like at one point 82 said, I had really similar views than him, like really, really, really left. So the moment I opened my eyes was because of the Amber Heard story and seeing the trial and being like, because I experienced myself the danger of making people less. So because I thought and in my head, white, rich man, what? Golden? Where did Golden come from? Where did she come from? Anyhow, so I was extremely, extremely left, like extreme left, not in the middle, not like for me, I was, I don't know what the fuck intellectual sector mean. What is going on? Where did Golden come from? Oh my God. If Golden is such, what is going on with Golden? Oh God, whatever. So yeah, I'm laughing. I'm so sorry. So yeah, I realized after Golden went off at Danny, why? What? Where? Where? Why? Where? And why? Why and where? Yeah, chili pepper. But with my mentality, like I said, don't take left, extreme left. I was like, this is a woman, a young woman. This is a rich white man. Obviously, he is the villain. And I had the same type of mindset when I was pro Meghan Markle because I was pro Meghan Markle. When I realized, yeah, it's me that she blocked. Why does she not say it? Like I said, Julia is messy. If she didn't want to be a part of the mess, she would not be saying stupid shit like that or saying, well, yes, that weird woman came up as if I don't have screenshot. What the fuck? Where, plotter, where? Where did she see Danny Danny? Danny Danny went in her chat. I'm not working with V Goddess. V Goddess, didn't V Goddess spend a bunch of time insulting me? Calm down. Okay, like on her channel. Is Danny Danny going on her channel? Like, of course she's gonna go and curse him out. Oh my god, Danny Danny is such a freaking troll. So yeah, I'm like, yo, V Goddess makes me laugh, which is why even though she has been insulting me or sometime liking me, depending on her mood of the day, doesn't change the fact that I find her hilarious because I don't care that people insult me or roast me. Because at the end of the day, you should be able to take what you dish. So if I am someone, and that's what I am, and that's also why I went against Meghan Markle, even though it wasn't going with the views I'd always had. Veganist loves you. Yo, I found her hilarious. But if you think that if tomorrow she pays $5 to a content creator to roast me, and then suddenly I'm gonna be mad at her, you're crazy. I'm not gonna be mad because do what you want. It's a free country. Like, do you? Which is why when I was looking at Julia, I'm like, bitch, you don't need to do the whole uh um I will wait for it to pass. I'm like, what are you talking about? Just go do your interview, man. The hell? Listen, Golden is leaving the drama behind and then sending me a email and then leaving the drama behind again. But oh my god. So yeah, when I finally looked into Meghan Markle, even though a lot of my family were sugars, so I went against my literal people and my literal family because I was like, what she's doing is not okay. It's not because she's attacking the symbol of the monarchy, which is a white with a story of colonization and with like they're super rich. It's not because of that I'm not gonna see that someone is being disgusting towards them, that someone is trying to ruin their image and saying false things. It doesn't change the fact that she was weaponizing race while hating being mixed. Hello, Lauren. Hello, Lauren. Who was mad at me and why? So, yeah, for me, I will always stand on what I believe. I'm not going to lie to myself. Which is why I don't like when Lady Atisha says, oh, she's denying it. Oh, she's saying she's the victim. I'm like, you're a bully, but I'm not a victim of your bullying because your word don't affect me. But that doesn't change the fact that I don't see the danger of the word that she's saying. So I'm like, girl, go away. Yeah. Against my aunties. I was like, Meghan Markle is fucking this woman. After the seventh time, I heard her say, my mom was seen as my nanny. She was seen as my maid. I was like, bitch, you think I don't see that you're freaking racist? So how dare you weaponize race when you hate being what you are, acting as if her with her big afro, nobody knew I was black. I'm like, bitch, because you straighten your hair and then weaponizing that and then going and then saying they were racist because you're like, what the fuck? Because they didn't give me what I want. I'm like, So yeah, I had to go out of my bias because I was always talking big shit about why you don't accept what you see, what you don't accept, blah blah blah. This is so obvious. But then I would ignore the reality of Megan weaponizing race. Like, no, I'm not gonna ignore it when I see it. Yes, I could make mistake because I believed her for a long time because what she was saying was making sense with my vision of the world. Lucky, lucky. Oh my God. I'm 11 years old. I sent a letter and then it changed the world. Anyhow, okay. So when I saw that she basically bamboozled me and lied and basically made me lucky, tu vas arrêter, hein? On arrête? Merci. So yeah, I was looking at her and I was like, nah, nah. I'm gonna say that you're weaponizing race. I'm gonna say that you were not white passing. I'm gonna say that yes, in America, they're freaking aware of racism, okay? If in America, there's the whole one drop rule. Like she pissed when I actually took the time to listen to her, she pissed me off so bad. Thank you, Victoria. Make it rain, make it rain if you love your owl. And for the people that received the free subscription, please don't forget to thank Victoria. Oh, hello, Spellcaster. So yeah, I'm not gonna ignore reality because I at one point was not seeing said reality. Yes, I believed and I believed Megan. And then when I saw she was lying, I was like, my bad. That was not true. I helped with saying the lie because I believed her. But for them, it's like if you had an opinion, even if you realize you're wrong, you must die on this opinion. And I'm like, no, 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 no. You have the right to learn new information. And then that new information literally made you change your mindset because you're still open minded enough to see things that will contradict your actual reality. So, I always have the ability to do that. Okay. Me, I'm like, damn, I was being so stupid. Damn, I was judging the royal family and because they're rich white people with the, like, I was like, yeah, they're the villain. It was so easy for me to see them as the villain because I was like, they're white, she's mixed. Like, it was so easy. But then I did my research after the Amber Heard trial because that trial literally changed my whole fucking mindset forever. I was so convinced Johnny Depp had really hurt that woman. I boycotted the like his Harry Potter movie. I did all of this to then look at Amber Heard. My dog step on a bee. Maria is the age of Aquarius. I was like, what? No, I was extremely biased. And then I was mad against people that were racist. I'm like, being racist? And then be mad at people being racist. So I was like, okay, man, I cannot be asking people to see my point of view, but I don't see theirs. And that was like a big learning thing for me. Like this trial changed changed my, like, wow. I was like, that was really shocking. Oh, my dog step on the beat. Listen, there's some Oh my god. I love it. My dog step on the beat. I cannot I don't remember all the classic, but oh my god. That was some insane shit. So yeah, am I gonna continue to lie to myself and be like, oh, Johnny Depp's victory? Oh my god, I was so pissed off because there was like the Root journal that was saying stuff like, if that happened to Amber Heard, who is a white woman, what will happen to black woman? I was like, shut the fuck up. She's lying. Okay, stop making it so, oh, it's because she's a woman that she lost against a man. I'm like, no, 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 no. Unfortunately, we cannot go with those stereotypes. You need to actually look into every situation. There is no choice. There is no shortcut. If you want the truth, you have to look into it. There is no choice. Okay? Sometimes the woman is the victim of the man. Sometimes the man is the victim of the woman. Sometimes the white person is attacking the black person. Sometimes the black person is attacking the white person. You have to look into every situation. There is no shortcut. And the shortcut will align with what is easier for you to digest. So I am in total disagreement with shortcut, and I was disgusted with my own ass because I was doing it. Oh my god! I am an hypocrite, and I hate hypocrite. And that was a blowing of my mind. I'm not on the right, but I am in the middle. I'm like, yeah, there's evil on both sides. If you believe that one side is the good guy and the other side is the bad guy, you are missing on reality. The world is gray. Okay, the world is so gray. You cannot take shortcut. That is what the whole Amber Heard, Meghan Markle, no shortcut, no shortcut because it fits with your vision of reality. No. It's not because Meghan Markle is like, oh, that white institution went against me. No, the white institution actually really treated her so well. Meghan Markle is just a lazy person that refused to follow protocol. Hello, Vila. Don't take shortcuts. Now, does that mean that every time you hear about a story of the white institution going after a black person, suddenly, automatically, it's clearly a lie that black person is exaggerating? No, unfortunately, you have to look into every situation. You don't have any. You have no choice. That's how you actually find the real victim. Like there is literally no choice. But one of the things I cannot stand is hypocrisy, which is why when I happen to be an hypocrite, I call myself out 1,000%. One of my first video about Megan that I did about Meghan Markle was to say that I was sorry because I believed her, and that was such a I did and I believed her simply because she was saying a message that made real that for me I was like, yeah, that fits with my reality, and I didn't do any research, and that was messed up of me. And every time I don't do enough research, I get bit in the ass. Which is why when I made a mistake about Jag, I was like, yeah, I made a mistake. And I don't take it back. And I have never taken it back. I stay consistent. I'm like, I'm a human. I will fuck up. I will say, don't take no shortcut and then do it. It happens. It happens. You just have to hold yourself accountable. If you actually believe in the principle that you're saying, then you need to hold your own ass accountable. Now, one of my problem with Julia is that she's acting as if what Lady Atisha did is just a bad PR move. I'm like, no, 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 bitch. If you go and you call Meghan Markle a bully, which she fucking is, this woman has bullied so many of her employees, making them cry, being like throwing tea in their face. If you are talking about bullies, you cannot look at someone saying messed up shit and then be like, we shall wait for it to blow over, boo boo. Like, what the fuck? I'm like, girl, stand on it. Stand on it. Okay, like that doesn't make sense. It's not gonna blow over. Stand on it. Do your fucking interview. No, Meghan Markle is the worst. That's why I have to apologize. And like people, oh, why I apologize? I was like, I need to apologize. I feel bad because I talk so much shit about not hiding behind what makes you comfortable, confronting the truth. And then I believe that. Same with Jack. I'm like, yo, I believed it. Shit, that was a mistake. And even though no one in this sector has made it really easy for me since that moment, the most opportunity I got was with Jag. I am still I would not why? I don't believe her anymore. That is gone. Hello, Kylie, thank you. Make it rain if you love your owl. Lady Letitia thought she was having an actual interview with the Mexican community as if she could ever recover from her own inflicted damage. She's a fake do. Listen, listen. For me, I am just like, listen, if you are against Meghan Markle because she's a bully, because stand on it. But don't stand on it only when it's comfortable. You stand on it for everything. So, like I said, I don't even understand what is going on with Julia. Our literal last conversation was, don't worry, babe, I appreciate you. That was the last thing we said to each other. I was like, "Oh, okay. That weird girl. I said, sorry, girl, I'm not lying about her. I believe you. However, Madgie, I do not like conflict and don't, okay, like I didn't show everything of the text. But I'm like, I didn't talk badly about Lady Atisha. I don't need to. Lady Latisha is showing herself to be a bad person, which is why when she's trying to show clips of me being a bad person, it's just her talking about me being a bad person. I don't do that. I'm not an echo chamber. I will just use your own word. Lady, I'm like, that's why I keep on saying when they're like, oh, you said as much bad thing as Lady Atisha. Prove it. Prove it. Find the clip. Where are the codes? Prove it that I am as bad as her and I've insulted her. No, it's only their own word. I'm like, your word mean nothing. It's like when Lady Atisha said that I said that Murph was not here anymore. And then she said that she wouldn't have believed me, and that I everyone knows I'm a liar, which is why I put up the article, because I know myself that I'm not trustworthy. When in reality, that is always how I act. I'm like, this is what happened. This is the proof. Because I have never believed that my little word without any proof behind me would make me be believed. I have been a victim way too many times to believe that my word is so important. I'm like, my word is shit. I need so much proof behind me so people can believe me. So it was natural for me to be like, there, I will never say something and not be able to back it up. Which is why you don't see me, even though I have all those codes, even though I have all those recording of Lady Atisha, I'm like, I cannot sue her for defamation. But they are like, there's some people that literally are not able to go out of their echo chamber. Like they have a thought and they refuse every proof that could happen. So yeah, for me, Julia, I'm just like, you don't need to be acting fake nice or something like that. Like it's all good. Go do your interview. But yeah, you are I just don't understand the logic of being cool with a bully and then denouncing another bully. I'm like, you cannot do both. You have to do one. Like that. As for Paula M and Sean Atwood and Ron and all those weirdos, let's be clear. Ron, for me, is someone that is deeply strange. What I believe, and that is really me just spitballing, okay? Like, this is not something, it's just my personal opinion. I think Ron is not threatened by Lady Letitia. And Ron, when he's on panel or when he's alone, people are going to criticize him a lot because he plays with his hair. He talks about random shit. He says he's a wizard. So if you have Lady Atisha on panel, people will talk more badly about Lady Atisha than him. So I feel that she is like the buffer, because I saw the comment on the royal mess and I was like, why? People don't like her. She's not informed. She's a profoundly uninformed and uneducated woman. And that is the truth. Lady Atisha is nuts. I don't understand how she got a master or whatever the hell she has, but I'm like, oh, a lot of comment. Oh my God. Let me just go read some of them. Like she is like, for me, I believe that it's not out of kindness. I believe it's out of, we need a scapegoat and someone to insult, because Ron doesn't like to be insulted in the chat. He doesn't like it. Like, his ego is really fragile. Yeah, I'm like, where did she go to school? Anyhow, man, I don't know, man. I'm like, how she has a master, really? Like, I believe Paula brings clout, and Sean cannot have anyone else that's serious, because Sean Atwood's channel is a profoundly unserious platform with profoundly unserious people on it. It's just because it has 1 million something that people will go on that platform. But when you start really peeping the game of Sean, you're like, this is stupid. So yeah, let's look at some quote from her. Latisha, how is it that you have only heard and seen these things for the first time when you are on a show which passes on knowledge? Aren't you expected to have some grasp of the topic? No, no, don't expect Lady Latisha has any grasp of any topic. All she has is fake a doo, beep boo, all boo, jigaboo. Paula made me a mod on her channel. I've been following her for here. That's how I know Madgie. Exactly. I'm like, Paula is the only one that looks this channel. Madgie don't like Paula though. Sorry, but Latisha is painful to listen to. Do you do any research about the topic you're supposed to enlighten us about? Can you follow a conversation? Her ignorance about this real topic is annoying. She adds nothing of value to this conversation, to those discussion. I almost feel embarrassed for her ignorance. Why do they keep having her on here? Because Ron doesn't want to be the most annoying person on the panel. Like, this is something I deeply believe. Because even though like she's being insulted because people, like I said, they like having a villain. They're like, well, but Ron still, there are people who are like, Ron babbles such nonsense most of the time. I don't even know what he is trying to say. Neither does he. He needs to wind his neck back in, not giving people a chance to speak without him spazzing over others is utterly pathetic. I agree. Ron is the center of attention. I agree. Oh, Ron is so sensitive. Oh my god. Ron has to speak. It detract from the important point others have to say. Ain't that the truth? He think he's hilarious. He is the only one. He is not hilarious. I had a funnier moment when I broke my right wrist. I don't think Ron is hilarious. He think he is. I have no idea what he ramble on about. So yeah, even though the critic, they keep having her on because she's black. Possible. That gives them legitimacy because they're attacking a mixed woman for rating. So, huh? The critic, you may be right. You may be right. They do take advantage of black people. Like Sean using my video and not paying me, like and not paying Jack and then making money out of those videos. Yeah, I would not be surprised. Plausible, plausible, plausible. Yeah, the critic, don't listen to someone saying that I am a, a it and then say I need to stop fighting, okay? So yeah, Ron, I am sorry, but can't listen to this royal mess. Normally, my one YouTube video I laugh and enjoy, but can't deal with Latisha. She is so behind and know nothing how and know nothing how she have a channel I don't understand. Some people like hearing fake-a-doo and peekaboo and babadoo and beegaboo. I don't know. It's normally you and Paula do it the best. She ignores her. Listen, I don't know if Paula ignores her. She clearly likes um Lady Atisha. Paula is a profoundly unserious woman. So do the best in yours because it's hard to talk with someone who don't know anything. Sorry for your other guests. Did Letitia swallow a pill to laugh harder and speak out more? Now she think he is the one. Thank you, Letitia. You spoiled the royal mess for me today. Ah, I think that's enough reading of traumatizing shit. It is funny, though. It is funny. So there is no point in having her on, like sincerely. But there, oh, believe me, Lady Atisha gets on Paula last nerve too. Maybe she, I don't know. I don't know her life. That's not my problem. For me, Paula is special. Oh, Stephanie, what? R.I.P. my love. Ronnie Bo was on the blue couch and got smacked by a woman. Oh, Stephanie, we're happy to see you, my love. I am so sorry. So yeah, maybe they have her on because they need a black person to be a representative, or because I think that maybe Ron has such an ego, he needs to have a buffer because he knows people are gonna eat him up. It's not like Ron is a particularly good. Anyhow, like there is a reason why Ronnie Bo and Jack couldn't stand him because he talks more than the person he's interviewing. Like he really wants to hear his own voice. And I'm like, unfortunately, sometimes you need to just be in silence because you're not the star. So yeah, I don't know why he's doing it, but both of those could make a lot of sense. And the only reason I'm calling out Julia is not because like she can do what she wants about Lady Atisha. It's just the sneakiness of it. I'm like, yo, you do it with your chest. Okay? Do it with pride. Okay? You're like, yeah, I want to be interviewed by someone that call other people it. Okay, like say it with your chest. Listen, Ron is a wizard that is scared of Danny Robertson. Okay, I'm like, what kind of wizard are you? Like, you're a wizard, Harry, but no, he's not a wizard at all. So yeah, Paula M carries Ron. Listen, Ron. Yeah, I was on panel with him. It was something. Like it was something. So yeah, now let's talk about Lady Letitia. Why I have so much difficulty with Lady Letitia is that she doesn't make sense. Let's say she calls me a bad built potato. She says I'm fat. Oh, good. But Lady Letitia doesn't have a neck anymore. She literally has only three like bourrelets. I don't know how to say this in English. Like she has three, like like fat thing. Like wait, I'm gonna find the word in English. Okay, yeah, she has like two. Like yeah, she has a double chin, but whatever. Like it's mostly like yo, when you have roll in your neck, you should not be talking about other people. Because normally I just listen to her. I don't watch her. And then I think it was today, I was watching her and I was like, you have three rolls in your neck. You cannot talk about other people's weight, okay? Like, what the fuck? Learn some respect. Oh, Jesus Marie. I was looking at her, I was like, oh, you have neck baguette. I agree, Farida. She has neck baguette. And she doesn't have one. She has three. Hello, Polly. I don't know if I said hi. Hi, Polly. Like she has three of them. That is. I was like, wow. I don't know. Just I wouldn't talk about weight personally. Like like personally, um, I wouldn't call someone fat, which is why I'm not calling her fat. I'm just pointing out that she has literally three roll in her neck. So maybe let's not talk about other people. I don't know. I think that could be a good idea. Oh yeah, girl. Like what the I don't think uh I personally I would personally I wouldn't personally. Okay, but yeah, whatever. Whatever. Oh yeah, she's gonna cry with her chest and say that I called her fat, but I didn't. I just said she has literally three roll in her neck, and maybe when you have three roll in your neck, maybe it's better not to talk about other people's appearances because I ain't got no neck roll. So okay, like anyhow, I know she's gonna continue, but that is the hypocrisy. You don't see me talk about other people's physical appearances except to say, oh, they're good looking. He is a fucking fake wizard. Like now, every time I see him, I just think, Harry, you're a wizard. I'm like, what? So yeah, I don't care that she eats on her life. Like I said, I'm not even calling her fat. I'm just saying someone who has three neck rolls should maybe not talk about other people's appearances. That is my personal opinion. Personally, personally. So yeah, that's it about that. Now let's talk about the bullying. Let's be clear. It's not because Lady Atisha is a bully that it means that I am affected by the bullying. I find it fucked up for one reason and one reason only, because of the dehumanization of me. Why is that problematic? Because this is how tragedy happened. So, what do I mean by that? Is that do you have that in America, le code noir? In English? Do you have that? Okay. So, yeah, Le Code Noir, which would be the Black Code, which was a decree that King Louis the 14th of France put up. Because I am from the Caribbean, it, you know, that's why I learned about it. That's the only way she gets viewed is bashing me. But yeah, the black code is literally how owners needed to act with their slave. To explain what a slave was. And the first thing that this code said is black people are how would I say that meuble? Black people are furniture. That is the first rule of the black code. It was to establish that black people are furniture because black people are not a human. They are it. They are to be used and abused because they're not human. After that, when you look, that's the danger of dehumanization. That's why I was like, this is messed up. Calling me a it is giving free reign to people to treat me in any type of way because I am not. Yes, that wasn't like that was during slavery time, guys. But that was the one thing. Le noir est un meuble. So black people are furniture. It is dangerous because that is how you can commit atrocity on people because they're not people. So when you look at what happened during La Deuxième Guerre mondiale, WW2, is that how you say it in English? World War II. How was Hitler and all them talking about the Jew? The Jew were not human. They were things, they were beasts, they were blah. This is how you can do atrocity upon another person because you don't see them as human. Nobody put in slavery someone because they were called a bitch. But people were put in slavery because they were not seen as human. Dehumanizing someone is insane. And that's when I was like, you're dangerous. You are problematic because going so far as to, and for her, it is the same thing. She's like, well, you call me a bitch. I'm like, nobody has put anyone in slavery for being called a bitch or for thinking someone is a bitch. I don't care what he wanted, the critic. That is not the fucking point. It is how you brainwash an entire country to not see that something is wrong with how you're treating another human being. So you need to remove the humanity of the person. They must be inferior. LOMG, they are not human. Le noir est un meuble. I remember the first time I heard that, I was like, but yeah, that was a rule. Black people are furniture because you're not a human. That's why I was extremely shocked when I heard her say, you are not a human. You don't even deserve your name. And I was like, didn't they have the whole thing with the movie Roots where they were like, Kunta Kinde, like, yo, that's my name, the importance of a name. So me just being born, now I need to earn my name. What does that even mean? Because I'm such not a human, I need to earn being a human. That is insane. That is insane talk. This is dangerous talk. I'm like, this is not, you are like literally, and she will say it proudly that I am not a human. And I'm like, this is disgusting. This is how the slave master saw your ancestor. They were not human. They were it. And when you see someone as not a human, that is when atrocity can happen. So that's my problem. And of course, they're going to go and say, Madgie is exaggerating. Madgie is using those tragedies. No, it's a fact. This is how it starts. You have to be able to inflict that type of pain or to enslave someone or to do this or do that. You need to not see them as human. This is the first step. The first step is to dehumanize someone, and then you can do any atrocity on them. And I'm like, this is messed up. This is how it starts. You see the person as inferior. You see the person as if they are, ugh. It's bad. Hello, Sunset. Like, yeah, she has been trying to dehumanize me. And the people in her chat are lapping it up. And that's also what creeps me out. Because I'm like, how can you think you're righteous when you are calling someone else a non-human? Like, you are disturbing and disgusting. Like, for me, that's really disturbing and disgusting. And because I am not a human. Yeah, it's about the bigger picture. Because when she was calling me all type of beat bad potato and all, I was like, whatever. But I keep on insisting on the dehumanization because this is dangerous. You should never, not even your enemy, you need to see them as a human, because then what are you going to do to your enemy if you don't see them as human? That is dangerous. Everyone is a human. Everyone has right. But because I am not a human, I have no right. Let's say, in the same breath, she's going to say that RC117 contacted my mom, which is fine because I'm not a human. I'm a thing. I'm a it. So someone contacting my mom, like, I just need to take it like a slave. I just need to take the bad thing. But if I do it, I call his father, that is bad. Because the master can hit the slave, but the slave cannot hit the master. And I'm like, do you see how fucked up that is? What do you mean? Like, what do you actually mean? So he does it to me, I do it to him, but I am the wrong because I am inferior. Because I am not a human, I'm a it. It's not normal. It's not normal to say stuff like that. That's why now Lady Letitia creeps me out. Because the moment you don't see people as human, this is when you don't care if they're essayed, if they're beat, if they're this, if they're that. You don't care. They're not human. When you hit a table, do you say sorry to the table? But if you hit someone that you call a bitch, you can say sorry. It's not because you call someone a bitch that you're saying that they're not a human and that they don't have the same right as you. So for her to sit down and be like, he contacted her mom, she contacted his dad, and she is in the wrong, and she is a monster. How dare she? How dare she? I'm like, this is what they were saying to slaves. I don't have the same right as RC117. RC117 has the right to contact my mom, but I don't have the right to contact his dad because I am not a human. I am a it. And I'm like, this is creepy. This is disturbing. And her going with those type of rhetoric, for me, I'm like, you are a terrible human being. Okay? You are a horrible human being. Because let's be clear, if Lady Letitia was one of the wife of a like, she was a white woman and she was married to a white man, and the year when there was slavery, how do you think that person will treat the slave? Do you think that she's gonna think that the slaves are human? No, because they have no right. And I'm like, I have right. I don't care that you don't like me. I have right. I am a human. You can dislike me. You can think I'm fat. You can think I'm ugly. You can think whatever the fuck you want. But at the end of the day, I am still a human. This is creepy. So for me, when I listen, I'm like, you are creepy as hell because I would never think that of another person. I would never say to another person that they're not a human. Like this creeps me out because I'm like, you think you're better? You would be one of the slave master's wife that is one of the worst person towards the slave because you are, it's so easy for you to dehumanize someone and then to have the, like, can you imagine the fucked up shit of someone saying you don't deserve your name because a name gives you humanity. You know, you're a human, so when you come to this planet, your parent gives you a name. And she's like, no, you need to earn. You need to earn being a human. That's insane. So when I look at this, I am sorry. This disgusts me. Yeah, her mom were telling her that to protect her because Lady Atisha will say the most horrible, disgusting thing and not even see that it's fucked up. But what make me creep me out the most is the people who are willing to listen to that and think that there is no problem. And then those same people, because a lot of way also that they dehumanize me or make me others is by pointing out I am not Black American. So since I am not Black American, I am not, I don't have any right. I don't have the right to express myself or talk about people that do something to me. I'm not Black American. At one point, they even tried to remove the fact that I was Black. For me, that is, I'm like, yo, it's not because I am Black Canadian that it means that I don't have the same right as you as to exist on this motherfucking internet, okay, and talk about whatever the fuck I want. Yo, Polly, like I said, I'm just like, I see the dehumanization. Unlike Lady Atisha, I am educated, so I see the same rhetoric that I was reading on slave, and then I was like, how can you say that another human being is a furniture? How can you dehumanize someone like that? Oh, to then be dehumanized like that. I was like, wow. And like I said, for me, the I don't have the right to retort because let's be clear, RC117 is, it's not like I decided to just call his dad when I woke up in the morning. No, 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 no. He did it first. He harassed my mom first. I call his dad to say to the dad, hey, tell your stupid ass son to stop calling my mom. An action that I would have never done if he had not contacted my mom. But I am the monster because how dare I protect my mom? Stop people from, being disgusting toward my mom, writing to her disgusting messages. No, I don't have any right because I'm not a human. And I'm like, yeah, that's slavery. That's how you can exterminate another human being. Like if someone was to unalive me, what would they say? Well, it's a it. It's a it. So Like RC117, because he is with Lady Letitia and listening to people basically just enable pure stupidity. For me, it's like when I look at them, I just think this is an echo chamber of pure stupidity and low morality. Because those like RC, that's a black man. How can you be black? Know about slavery. Know that the master didn't see you as a human, they saw you as a it. And be comfortable saying that about someone else. This is dangerous. It is dangerous the moment that you say that someone is not a human, because you can do anything to a non-human. So for me, that's when I was like, this bitch is dangerous. Okay, she's a problem. Also, her over dramatization, her like I said, Lady Atisha is gonna say things that I'm like, you can only be in an echo chamber of your own stupidity to be able to act this way. That's the only way you can be okay with saying such despicable thing. Because I am extremely aware I am a descendant of slave. To say something like that, to dehumanize someone, this rings alarm bell in my head. Because I'm like, yo, this is how atrocities start. This is not roasting. This is not insulting. This is dangerous. So when I look at Lady Atisha, and that's why also Lady Atisha is just trying to invent a narrative so that she can make me the bad guy. And I'm like, bitch, we just don't like one another. Okay. It's all good. You don't need to be saying stuff that makes no sense. This woman cried and talked shit. Okay. Talk so much shit about me putting up her city, For me to then go into the description of her channel and see her city and to see her full name, I was like, you don't care. Because the information are still there, by the way. They're still in her description. She doesn't care. She sincerely does not care. She is gonna be there. Oh, she said that she's gonna say the name of my daughter, Kira. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? You're saying the name of your daughter, but then you're how does that make sense? It's because she doesn't give a shit. Can you imagine? Danny put the picture of my basement, and of course that doesn't matter that she put picture of my basement because I am not a human. Because I'm not a human, anything that she does to me or my family is all good. Because we're not human. Since they are an extension of me, they're not human too. But let's be clear. I did not dox Lady Atisha because Lady Atisha has put up all that information already out. Lady Atisha to see in her description the city and the state. I was just like, you're mentally unwell. She keeps trying to weaponize the police. And that for me, as a black person, I don't understand how they're not creeped out by this woman calling the police over and over and over and over and over again against another black person. Can you imagine? Because RC117 called my mom, I am calling the police on him. This is dangerous. Calling the police on a black person just for the heck of it? Like, for me, it does nothing to me. Like her dehumanization, it does nothing to me. I don't give a shit. She's far away. But think bigger picture. If this is okay, then that is okay. And what is she teaching people? What is she saying to people? Now she's saying that it's okay to keep on calling the police on a black person for stupid reason. It doesn't do anything against me. She is a Karen. But imagine that I was not in Canada. Imagine that I was not from middle class. Imagine I am someone that has a I did go to prison at one point in my life. Imagine that. And that person, it keeps on calling the police on me because I put her city that she had already put on her own website. The police can come arrest me. This is dangerous behavior. And they are approving of it like crazy people. So I'm like, you cannot be pro-black. But because I am not a human, it doesn't matter that she's calling the police on a black person that has done nothing. What matters is that she's calling the police on a it. And I'm like, this is dangerous thinking. It doesn't do shit to me. Literally, her calling the police I'm just like, you look so dumb. You look so stupid. Because I'm in another country. One. Two, I am middle class. The bully just I am a university graduate, okay? I will have more chance. But what if she does that to another person? That would actually get consequences for nothing. Because let's be clear, the city and the state that she keeps on chanting that I put on my YouTube was on her YouTube for years. This is not normal. Yeah, they probably call her Karen. And sincerely, I have received no call whatsoever. I am not in a bad neighborhood. So they will not go towards me for frivolous thing. But I know that when you are from a lower class, or if you have less money, or if you have any type of dossier file in a police station, what could happen to you because that crazy woman keeps on calling the police on you? That is messed up as a black person. I would not. Did Did you see me call the police on Danny? She put my mom's phone. She put this. She put that. She put this. I'm not gonna do that. This is a black person. You don't call the police on black people like that. Like that is literally something I have. Like I said, I was extreme left. So I'm like, what? I am extremely aware of all the, which is why I know about the one drop rule. I know that in the church there were combs that you could do the comb test with. You Like I know that there is the paper bag test. I have studied those things. I'm like, yo, Lieutenant, it's been 84. Listen. Bird, I love you for that. That was hilarious. I was just like, yo, thank you so much for this. Yeah. Me waiting for Lady Letitia, Lieutenant. It's been 84 years, okay? Like, it's not gonna do shit to me, but it creeps me out about, okay, so you think it's acceptable to do that? What happened if it's not against someone like me? What happened if it's someone that cannot defend themselves? Like, she creeps me out. Like, Lady Atita for me is extremely problematic, controversial, problematic. Because it's not doing anything to me, I can laugh, but I don't find it funny because I'm looking at her and I'm like, if you do that to another black person who doesn't have the same thing as me, like it creeps me out. But because I'm not a human, all their principles disappear. Because I'm not a human, it's okay to call the police on me. It's okay that people contact my mom. It's okay that people are putting my house on their platform. It's okay that because Aisha has said my city, she has said my full name. It's okay that this happens to me because I'm a it. But when it happens to them because they are human, it's not okay because I am not the standard. What happened to me should not happen to them because they are superior to me. That is insane. And I am not a slave. Okay. I am not a slave. I recognize dangerous rhetoric when I hear them. I recognize and I hear them and I hear it. It is dangerous. So I am not re- asking myself, Leia Tisha has no power over my feelings because I think that she is creepy as hell. Like while I laughed when I saw that Danny and her numbers were literally neck and neck, in my heart I was like, they cannot possibly find Lady Letitia more interesting than Danny. Danny is at least a little educated. This is dangerous rhetoric. And like calling the police continuously. Like Danny called the police on me. I don't know. Okay, didn't do anything. Do you see her calling the police on me every day? That's insane behavior. Like it's actually insane behavior. For what? For putting the city that she has already put on her own profile? Calling another human being it is dangerous. Okay, I just want to literally sit down, Lady Atisha, and I'm like, you need to learn about history because if she knew about history, she would not be saying stuff like that. You would not dehumanize someone easily and chill, like so chill. And she knows how names are important because I am sorry, did you ever hear, like, did anyone see the movie? Like, is it a movie or is it a show? I forgot. I saw that thing so long ago. Roots. Is it a TV? Okay, yeah, it's a TV show. Roots. How Kunta Kinde fought for his name because of the importance to have a name, because that is what makes you, like, it's one part of you, it's your humanity. She's stripping me of my humanity. She's saying I don't deserve a name, I'm a it. This is how they saw slave. If you think for 1 second that when The masters were looking at the slave and they didn't think that that is a human. You think that they thought that was a human? You cannot put another human in slavery. You feel bad. You're like, what the fuck? You need to make it make sense in your head. And the best way, dehumanize the person. They're not a human. They're not like me. So I can do whatever. It's all good. That's what happened in Germany. That's what happened in so many, 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 many situations. It is so problematic. Like, it's so problematic. So when I heard the thing about I need to earn my name, I thought about contacting them. I was like, what the fuck did you just say to me? What do you mean I need to earn my name? My name is my name. I am a human. Every human on this planet is born with a name. But that is for why do you think that slave lost their name? Because that is a link to your humanity. A name has power. So when you strip someone of their name, you show again and again and again that they're not human. Which is why, unlike them, I am not, most of the time, I don't call them by anything else than Lady Atisha and Danny. Okay? Because I'm like, you are a human. You are a human. I will not strip you of your humanity. I deeply dislike you and I deeply think you're problematic. But to strip you of your name, to say that you're it, this is how slave master were talking. Okay? Like, this is just a fact. The people who were strict, like removing people's name and saying that you don't deserve your name, that's a slave master. And I am not a slave. I have as many rights as fucking RC117. RC117 contact my parent, I contact his parent. Because I have the same level of right. I am a human. It doesn't matter that you like me or not. Liking me has nothing to do with my humanity. Like, that is when people becoming insane. When you start thinking that you liking someone makes it so that you can go and call them a it. No, like I said, Lady Atisha is ridiculous by calling the police on me. But imagine that she does that to someone that is not in another country, someone that has like some type of like, they're in probation. Imagine that she's doing that to someone who is in probation. Now the person will go back to jail. This is dangerous behavior. Even though Lady Atisha be calling the police on me every day. Do you see me calling the police on her? To be like, yo, this woman is harassing me. Do you hear her? She's talking. No, I'm not going to call the police on a black person for no reason. That is not how I was raised. If she call my neighbor, I don't give a shit. I will call her neighbor. Like, for me, I do taco tac. You do something to me, I will do literally the same thing to you. And then when they say, oh, you are mean, I'm like, that is cool. I am mean, but you're mean too because you did the same motherfucking thing. So if for them it's okay that RC117 contacted my mom, but it's not okay for me to contact his dad, you need to reevaluate your brain chemistry, I suppose. Exactly. I'm like, call the police for what? Because she called me Maggie? Oh my god! Because she said I'm a Bill bad potato. She really likes the word potato. I'm sorry, because in Game of Thrones there is a moment when they're like potato, and every time I think about that, when I think about Lady Addition. But yeah, I will not strip someone of their humanity. I will not do it. I will not bluff either. Unlike Lady Atisha, who keeps on bugging the police, and the police is clearly being too polite. No, her neck does not look like a potato. Her neck looks like there is like a lot of spring rolls. Like there's like one, two, three spring rolls, you know? Just saying. Like, I'm just like, girl, you weird. You're so weird. Why do you look this way? And then you talk about my appearances? I think that is hard. You said I cannot say that about daddy. That is hard. So yeah, I don't bluff. Unlike Lady Atisha. I've already shown my proof. But the thing is, if they don't want to read, how can I help them? They keep on saying, oh, she doesn't say what's going on with the law. You already know my argument. My only thing I'm doing right now is that you don't know exactly in what type of order is going to happen. And you don't know if I have a lawyer and you don't know what's going on. That's it. You already know all of my proof because I've already said my proof. It's not my fault. You don't want to read. Like I said, for me, Lady Atisha is a deranged person. I find her to be extremely bizarre, especially what she's teaching that little kid. I'm like, I'm a pray for that kid. I hope her dad has more virtue. Like I'm a pray, but I hope he has more virtue. That's literally all I can say. But yes, guys, I need to go take care of Boo Boo Lucky. Tomorrow I should be back. I will try to come earlier, except if there is something fucked up happening. Love you all. Bye. Her old man doesn't know. Obviously, her old man doesn't know no much.